answering 9 of your burning questions about making money, investing, and taxes. Part 2 of 3. Your retirement questions. 1. I'm 24 and I don't want to retire at 65, but instead live a life like Yes Theory and Nelk Boys. Help out? How do 401ks work? What is a Roth IRA and why do I need one? Firstly, I too am a fan of Nelk and Yes Theory. It's nice to see we have a few things in common with my subscribers, but I'm only going to cover the financial aspect. Anyway, let me start with those who are young and probably want to set their finances right so as to live a similar life to the two groups by traveling and basically never having to grow up and being young at heart. The similarity from a financial point of view with these two groups, Nelk and Yes Theory, is that both have multiple streams of income. For Nelk, it's their brand Full Send and Happy Dad. For Yes Theory, they have monetized their ability to storytell and lead you through a roller coaster of emotions, keeping you hooked, hence profiting off YouTube ads. We cover how to do that in our manipulation for sales uploads. Check in our channel playlist section for more info. And their brand Seek Discomfort. If you want to live such a life at a young age, I would advise you to take on more risks as they all did. This could range from 1. Opening an internet-based business that could compound faster than a physical business. 2. Learning a skill which you could resell to others. Check out our side hustle video for more on that. 3. Create your own YouTube channel about travel or pranks, as the two have. May take a few years to grow to their size, but if it does, you'd be successful. 4. Research on other ways to make money in your locality. As for the others in pursuit of employment and normal careers, 401ks are a great tool for retirement. A 401k is an employer-sponsored retirement account. It allows an employee to dedicate a percentage of their pre-tax salary to a retirement account. These funds are invested in a range of sectors like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and cash assets. Contributions to your 401k are tax deductible, meaning you could use this to pay lesser tax currently. The downside, however, is that the day of withdrawing your deposit, the tax will be deducted. So it just postpones the process. On the other hand, a Roth IRA is an individual retirement account under United States law that is generally not taxed upon distribution, provided certain conditions are met. Its key benefits include tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals on retirements, and no required minimum distributions. An obvious disadvantage is that you're contributing post-tax money, and that's a bigger hit on your current income. If you want to have some backup money upon retirement, you definitely need a Roth IRA or a 401k, but this is only favorable when you want to retire in your 60s. If you want to retire earlier, then you have to take on more risk, like a business, stock, etc. If you're afraid of risk but you still want to retire earlier, I would advise venturing into real estate. You can check out our real estate playlist for more details. 3. What are you doing wrong? Many people consider lack of money to be a moral failing. The reality is, our financial outcomes have as much to do with where we begin than anything else. We live in a country that makes being poor expensive and provides the best benefits to those who already have wealth. Trajectories towards and through both poverty and wealth seem to have compounding effects. Financial literacy in itself is a privilege that's been historically only afforded to the elite who have means to pass their knowledge down to future generations. Understanding money is half the battle to managing it, and the other half is committing to work of learning what you don't know. The first step is often reframing your outlook on learning about money. Anyone can learn to budget and invest. The tougher piece of the puzzle is the mental and emotional commitment. So, are you ready to relearn the aspects of money? And let's get to it, Johanna.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind.
2. Spending habits. Your questions. Number 1. How to stop impulsive buying? Answer. You shouldn't feel guilty about spending money on the things you value as long as your long-term values aren't sacrificed in the process. But if you're often going over budget on things you don't need, then it's a good idea to get a handle on your spending. To prevent impulsive buying, write down what you want to do with your money. Set goals. This in turn helps you quit impulsive buying. Say your goal is to go for a holiday in Hawaii. When you impulsively spend $100 on Black Friday, knowing that $100 is going to go to a few shirts and not your vacation in Hawaii, may deter you from spending. Alternatively, it may help find ways to cut down on day-to-day expenses so that you have more room in your budget, such as not eating out, making your own iced coffee like Graham Stephan instead of Starbucks. Also, not saving your credit card information on online shopping sites may help you think twice before shopping impulsively. I personally use camel.com to find the cheapest items I want on Amazon instead of having to browse forever to find a good deal. And if you happen to dip into your savings, another life hack that makes it harder to overspend is separating your checking and savings account so that the ease of transfer is removed. When you're out of money for the month, you're out. And your savings account aren't affected. 1. Investing. Your questions. Number 1. Should I pay off my debts before I invest? 2. I have saved up some money. Where should I start with investing? The paying off debts versus investing question comes into play only if you have extra cash on hand. That means you're paying at least the minimum on your debts, covering your other expenses, and still have money left over. If you have extra money, consider how much your debt is costing you by finding exactly how much you owe and what the interest rates are. Use a debt repayment calculator to crunch the numbers on how much interest you will pay over time on your debt. And consider whether you'll receive a tax deduction for paid interest that saves you even more, like in the case of student loans and mortgages. Next, decide if the potential return on your investment outweighs the cost of your debt. For example, investing your money in 401ks that you project to earn 7% return makes investing more attractive than paying off a student loan at 4% interest. Question 2. I have saved up some money. Where should I start with investing it? When getting started with investing, it's a good idea to educate yourself on the options available and narrow down your goals. If you work at a company with a 401k or similar retirement plan, you should strongly consider investing in these first. This is especially true if your company offers a match of any type, since that's free money.